Yeah, that's right. Her campaign stop, this first campaign stop, comes as her campaign says that it's raised around $100 million between Sunday night and Monday night. And that professor I spoke with today, who works here in Baltimore, told me that it really isn't even a shock.
Whenever there's a change, in an election cycle, there's a boost to whoever that is.
John T. Willis is a professor at the University of Baltimore College of Public Affairs. He says he doesn't think that Vice President Harris's stance on many of the major issues will be that different from President Biden and will provide the same kind of contrast with former President Trump.
I expect those basic differences between her position on health care, women's rights, environmental, from the Trump drill versus the conservation, climate policies of the Democrats will persist through.
But he does think her style may be different.
I think she will take the fight to Trump more directly, more like the trained prosecutor they is than opposed to Biden's style.
When it comes to her pick for potential running mates, there are several names being thrown around.
The biggest thing, whether it's for governor and lieutenant governor or president or vice president, is do they get along? Are they going to be compatible on the issues? So when the VP is out in one part of the country, is the message the same? Your message has to be coordinated, and they have to feel genuine in delivering it.
Overall, he thinks that Harris will prevent more of a challenge to Trump than President Biden.
Her new burst onto the scene with a new energy and a new freshness is bringing people who were not previously involved into the fray. And that's good for any candidate if they can do that.
Well, on a call with reporters today, Trump said that he would, quote, absolutely debate Harris. In fact, he said that he would debate her multiple times. Reporting live downtown, Kyrie Stewart, WBAL TV 11 News.